Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are building Miorine Rambran. So if you guys haven't been following me or watching my other videos, you'll know that I love the witch from Mercury. And I already built the Suletta Mercury model. And now I'm just building her companion here, just so that way they kind of pair together, they belong together. And this was kind of an odd piece here, trying to stick that sticker in there. It just doesn't really hold very well. I think it might have worked better if you just take a marker and just paint it kind of like a peach color. Yeah, these things were so small, just wasn't really worth doing. But anyway, I wasn't gonna use it anyway, because I'd rather use the face that they already provide us instead of creating a new one. I mean, the other ones that they give you are water decals. Oh, that's what I forgot to show you, was the water decals on these faces. Yeah, I never wanna do the water decal stuff. Haven't done one yet. I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up. And the eyes will look a little off. The whole face would probably look off. Really off. So I'll just stick with whatever they give us. And if you haven't noticed, I didn't attach the front of the face to that other piece back there. There's a big gap underneath. Yeah, later like that. That's a big gap underneath between the face and the other piece back there. It's not attached. See that? It's not attached there. I didn't realize it until I tried to put them together. And as I'm recording this, I'm actually not feeling well here. So my throat's a little bit rough. I keep having to mute it and do some coughing. Hopefully you don't hear me coughing. Yeah, I've been sick for past couple of days, but I still managed to finish building this model kit. So I really like this model kit, except that I feel like certain parts are a bit loose. It feels a lot looser than the Suletta Mercury one. As you can see here, there's that gap on the bottom. See that? That's a gap there. So I have to press it together. There you go. Now the gap is gone. We're good. So yeah, I feel like some of the stuff here, some of the pieces are not very tight when you put them together. Because once I finish building it, it kind of falls apart pretty easily. Like the joints mostly. The neck joints to the head, that falls off easily. The arms and the legs, the hips. well, not the hips, but the feet. And they feel a little loose at the hips, at the thighs and the hips. So yeah, you really do need to have that base support. Oh, and here I forgot to put one of the hair pieces in there, so don't forget that. That's why there's a bald spot there. I had to take it apart again. So her hair isn't as complicated as the Suletta Mercury one. That one was a bit more complicated, more pieces. But I love the authenticity of this. I mean, it pretty much represents her character in the anime. Even that little hair sticking out. I love that. That's her, right? Yeah, there. You gotta make sure it goes in properly there. There's a little slot that slides in. So make sure you put it through that little what do you call it, that little slot there that's provided, so it slides in. And she looks very cute. And this was actually a pretty quick build, except it took me a while because I kept messing up. Maybe because I was sick, I don't know. And also, I dropped a few pieces onto the carpet, and the 2 times that I dropped it, I was able to find it. But the 3rd time, I guess my luck ran out and I lost it forever. And you'll see later on which piece that was. It was pretty small and it kind of disappeared. But, you know, the show must go on, so I just kept going after many hours of searching for it. That definitely wasn't great for my health since I was sick to begin with. And I finished building it last night, and this morning I woke up and I spent another couple of hours looking for it and still can't find it. So yeah, it's a lost cause. It's gone forever. Just like my other piece that I've lost. So I'm not sure why they have 3 of these little chest stickers. You only need 1. Yeah, they give you 3. And I believe on the water decals, they gave you like 2. Or maybe 3. So yeah, I don't know why there are so many of those. And this piece here was a real pain, because as I was trying to apply it onto the model, it kept popping out, like literally jumped out. And I almost lost it a few times. Yeah, I edit most of that out, but yeah, it just pops right out. Like 2 or 3 times it popped out. just sprang right out right out of the model kit. But I finally managed to put them together. These are a little complicated and I didn't realize which way it was supposed to go. Just tried to follow the manual as best I could. And might have noticed my hands are shaking a bit because I had to take lunch. I haven't eaten lunch, so I was kind of hungry there, getting a little shaky. Maybe that's why I couldn't figure it out. That's why I had a hard time trying to put them together. And it did take me a long time to look at these and trying to figure out which piece goes where. Longer than usual, I guess, because I was hungry. So somewhat similar to Suletta Mercury, but slightly different. So I remember with Suletta Mercury, there were more pieces, and it just felt more complicated. That's upside down there. Flip it. There you go. That's the correct way in. There's a little fin in the back there that fits into the slot. So there's definitely less stickers on this character than Suletta Mercury, I feel. Yeah, so you can see it takes me a while to figure things out here. I was just getting very hungry. Couldn't think right. Shaking a bit here. Yeah, that piece on top with the neck attachment to the head, it comes loose very easily. Make sure the little slit there goes into the second one, the middle one, not the top. Here I'm trying to put it on the top, doesn't work. Has to be in the middle, right there. Now it goes in. And do the same with this one. Very simple and easy. And I like the separation here. Instead of putting a sticker there, here's a separate piece. So that's a nice touch. I wish they would do more do something like that more often with other model kits. So that way there'll be less stickers. Now this was a little confusing because it says the arrow should be pointing the other way, like so. You see the arrow? That arrow right there. See that? It's pointing to the left. But then when you assemble it, it doesn't really matter which way it goes because they're all gonna go the sideways anyway. So I'm not really sure why it has to be that way. So it's gotta be the opposite way there. I was putting it in the wrong position. So one should be facing one way and the other one should be facing the other. So it locks in the middle there. I'm still not even sure if it's done correctly. Yes, yeah, I don't think it matters which way it goes. Just as long as you have the top part, the longer part in the front. See, there's a longer, well, not really longer part, just one side going one way and that one going the other way. They both look the same, really. Yeah, I don't think it really matters now that I look at it. Now this pants part, this underwear part, it does come loose. As I was posing it, it came loose and I had to push it back up again. So she was pretty much dropping her undies. So like I said, it feels a little loose with this model kit. Everything seems to come out easily or fall off easily. Now this model kit does come with its own base, but I didn't show you guys how I built it. I think we've seen enough of that and I think I've built enough of it. If you need to see it, you could look at one of my base building video. But yeah, I really had to use the base for this model because it wouldn't really stand up too well on its own. Same with Suletta Mercury. I mean, the feet were a little small to be standing on its own. The weight of it, the top kind of tilts it over. Now these pieces here were also very confusing. Kind of struggled a bit, wasn't sure which way it was supposed to go. Later on, I actually took them apart multiple times, trying to figure it out. And what I didn't realize, and I didn't show you guys here, is that there's a bottom part where there's a slot where it should go, where they should line up. But I didn't show that on the video. Okay, that's upside down there, so don't make that mistake. As you see here, I think I've already had lunch after this. but still my brain wasn't functioning correctly. Finally figured out. There you go. That ball should go in there. Here I'm doing the right and now the left. And I'm glad I didn't cut all of the pieces out at the same time. I just cut these pieces out first and finished this one, then cut the rest of them out of the runners, I mean. Made it so much easier because there are a lot of pieces, like a lot, you'll see later. See that? There's a little slot at the bottom. I didn't show it too well there. There's a little hole. I think I might have had that incorrectly. I think I might have placed it incorrectly. But yeah, the left one or the right one, I don't remember now. Yeah, this video might be a little confusing because I was confused myself. I pretty much kind of stuck it in there, not really sure which way it's supposed to go, and hoping for the best. But if I find out later which way it goes, I could easily fix it. It's not too bad to take it apart. See, it took me a while to figure this one out. I actually took it apart and put it back together again. There you go. I think I got it. Maybe. Yeah, I wasn't really sure which way it went. So you don't have to follow my directions here. You do what you think is best, because I'm totally lost on this one. So yeah, the bulgy circular part is on the right hand side. And it's that little tab comes out on the left, and then it goes with the hole that's on the left hand side. And the sleeves should line up, the lines should line up, as you'll see later here. See, it should line up like that, the lines in the sleeves. And that's it. Yeah, I was a little confused. I had to edit most of that out because I kept taking it apart, putting it back together again, over and over like 3 times, I think. And this one requires a little sticker, which went on pretty easily and quickly. And already we're almost done. Gotta do the other side and then the feet, and pretty much it. So there's like 3 different hands. These 2 are just the regular ones, and then the 3rd one later on to hold the accessories. So these hand parts also fall off easily. If you move them around too much, they just pop right out. Like I said, it's not very tight, it's very loose. A lot of these parts and joints are kinda loose, and it kinda falls right off or pops right out. And the arm too, inside the sleeves, they tend to just pop out when you move them too much. Yeah, that's the wrong way. I didn't realize it until later, and I had to remove it. Yeah, still not sure which way I was supposed to put that in. And the manual wasn't very helpful. Can't really tell which way was which. Once again, the sleeves line up. The lines of the sleeves line up, as you can see there. I'm trying to show you. But just make sure these line up, these little holes and indentations. See that? Just as long as they slide in there, you're good. I don't think it matters which way it goes if the arm was placed incorrectly. Yeah, this one was a little tough trying to take them out. But the application on here was pretty easy. It just sticks right on there. That's it. It's much easier to apply the stickers once you place them in. Once it's already assembled there. Because I think on the manual, the way they showed it, you have to do it before, but I find that it's easier if you do it after. Once you put it into the arm, then put in the stickers, it makes it so much easier. And I believe it's the left arm that keeps falling off when I was adjusting them for the posing. Now we're doing the legs. Now the legs are somewhat complicated. There's definitely more pieces to it. And right off the bat here, I made a mistake. See, that's a wrong place to put it. It's not supposed to go there. I don't know why I put it there. The manual says to put it inside the hole there, not at the bottom. That might have been why it was a little loose, because I put it into that hole into the bottom part. Might have widened it a bit. So yeah, that could have been the issue, why the shoulder was a little loose. But then it was kind of loose on both sides, and I only did this on the right side, but the left side was also pretty loose. So that might not be it. Excuse me, I think I burped there. Okay, I finally figured out I did something wrong. I had to take it apart. And that was a hard time taking this thing apart. It just wouldn't come out. I had to use tweezers and whatnot, clamps, to remove it like that. It was tough. Yeah, that would explain why it didn't hold too well. The shoulder didn't hold too well. Okay, so it's supposed to go in like so. And also I didn't push it all the way in. You're supposed to push it all the way in. I kind of let it a little bit loose there. And this one was a little tricky. There's a little slot there at the left hand side. Make sure it goes into the proper slot. And the bottom part should line up perfectly. Oh wait, this is the legs, not the shoulder. So wait, the legs are fine. Yeah, when I move the legs, they feel a little loose, but they're fine. They're not falling off or anything. At least I don't think so. But yeah, the shoulder, the arms do fall off kind of when you move them around a lot, or they get really loose. These are a lot of little pieces. And here I did it correctly, but the left side, the left one, the left leg, I did it incorrectly. You'll see later. These are small little pieces. Yeah, it took me a while to figure this one out. Gotta put it on the lower slot. I could barely hold it in my fingers. Now these shoes here, The bottom part kind of comes apart from time to time as I was posing it and moving it around. It kind of comes apart. And this little piece here, be careful. They're very, very small. This one I managed to keep and actually put it into the model, but you'll see the second one, I totally lost it. It just fell out of my fingers and lost it forever. So be careful with these. And these are just extra pieces for the feet without the shoes. So like if you want her without shoes, I guess, but who'd want that? Not sure why anyone would want that without the shoes. It's bare feet. I guess if you want her to walk around the house or something, put her in bare feet. See, as I was moving it, it came apart. The heel comes apart. You see that? I had to push it back together again. Yeah, it's not very tight, not very secure there. Might have to put glue on it if it keeps falling off. Just glue it together. Okay, now we're doing the left side. And this time I'm doing it correctly. Gotta put it in there. And also push it all the way in, like so. See, the other one I didn't push it all the way in. Well, so far so good, as I thought. Once I got to the shoe part. And here's where I made my first mistake. Went the wrong way. See, I dropped it, but then when I put it back, I went the wrong way. I forgot about it. It was on the other side. And after I finished assembling it, I was like, wait, this doesn't look right. And I believe I edited some of it out. It took me a while to figure it out. I was like, wait a minute, that didn't look right. So then I had to take it apart again. This was kind of tough, trying to take it apart. Okay, just gotta flip it over and we're good to go. Alright, we're almost done. Okay, so here's where the problem begins. So this one went in pretty well. It locks in. But then watch as I attempt to put that little piece in there. Oh, that's it. It's gone. I couldn't find it. Took me hours and hours of looking. I found a bunch of other things on the floor, but not that. So eventually I just went back to it and just kept going. Yeah, it's gone forever. I think I probably spent like an hour or two looking for it. So you see I'm a little tired by then. I was on the floor on my hands and knees looking for it. And actually the next morning here, I actually used a vacuum. Well, I used a small vacuum. I cleaned it out and used a vacuum to try to see if I can vacuum it up and then dump out the contents, and I couldn't find it. So it's gone. I don't know where we went. It just disappeared. Could have fallen into the trash can because I have a trash can right next to me. And I'm not gonna rummage through it. There's a lot of stuff in there. If I didn't have a lot of stuff in there, I would, which I have done. And I have found stuff that fell in there, but this time around, it's just not worth it. There's a lot of trash in there. I would be spending hours and hours looking for it. And the piece is so small, you won't be able to find it. These are like water cans here. And that's the extra hand that comes with it to hold things. So yeah, if you lose a piece like that, yeah, you could probably ask Bandai to send you another one, or I don't know. I just didn't want to bother. I mean, you can't really tell. It's not necessary. I mean, I can always use the other feet without the shoes. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but it looks fine. I mean, you can't really tell. So I don't really care anymore. Just wanted to be over with. The feet isn't all that important. As you can see, there's a big hole there. But you can't really tell. It's alright. Pretty anime accurate. The head here, it comes loose pretty easily. I mean, I tried pushing it in very, very hard and it still pops out very easily. I think Suletta Mercury was also the same thing. Yeah, her head also pops out very easily. It's nice. Very anime accurate, like I said. And if you don't look at the boots, you'll be okay. It's alright. Not necessary. It's not a necessary piece to put them together. It still functions without it. So I'm good with that. Now if it's a major piece that requires the joints and whatnot to come together, then yeah, that might be a problem. In that case, I would have to try to do something. Maybe contact Bandai or buy another model kit. What I could actually do is try to find a used piece that someone doesn't need anymore, and I could always buy that one and then grab that piece out of that old one, the used one, and put it into mine. That's a solution also. I might do that one of these days, but so far it looks pretty good. So I don't really mind that much, and looks great, looks beautiful, and goes great with Suletta Mercury, just the way they are. A bit of a couple here. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.